All right. Hi, everyone. I'm the Dynamite Doll, and this is episode number 6 of Dirt with the Doll. I want to start by thanking everyone so far for signing the petition for my dad's Hall of Fame. And if you're not aware, please, we have it going. I've been sharing it everywhere. Go on, sign, share, and let's get him in the Hall of Fame. That's what this podcast is all about. So, my next guest today, I'm super excited to announce he's all the way from Philadelphia. My very first guest from Philadelphia. It's Kristian Ross, the full-time boss. How are you today?
Hey, I'm chilling. I'm waking up in breezy Philadelphia today. It's cold as heck here, but I'm excited and hyped to be here today. And I do hope that your dad does get into the Hall of Fame. That is awesome. You're doing a petition for him because if anybody deserves it, he definitely deserves it.
I appreciate it. And my dad absolutely loved Philadelphia, and that's why I first came out. I know that the fans there are super loyal. You guys have some of the craziest fans in the
We
world
do,
with
we
all
do.
sports. I got my Philly
Yes,
shirt on today. I'm
I
representing.
noticed. I noticed you're all Philly decked out today.
Yes, you're my first guest all the way from South Philly.
Right in the
And
heart of it.
we actually first met at Battleground Championship Wrestling, and
That's correct.
I knew that you would be a great guest. So thank you for being here and
I
welcome to the
appreciate you.
Dollhouse.
Thank you for having me. I definitely appreciate being on here too. You've been killing it in your podcast too. Like,
Oh, thank
if
you.
anybody hasn't watched you and Harley Race's son, that's wrestling right there. Just go back and pop a listen to that because that's what wrestling's about. The stories that goes on that you guys don't get to see, but like that's told down to different generations. And I think like that's awesome. That's always been like a big draw for me. Just going back watching documentaries, hearing backstage stories, and that's one of the things that drew me into the business of wrestling. So, yeah, thank you for
Yeah,
that as well.
the old school wrestling. Thank you for those kind
Yes,
words. I
yes,
appreciate it.
yes, yes, for sure.
Yeah. So my dad, he loved Philadelphia, and so I had to see what it was all about, and of course I've fallen in love with it as well. I've been out there 3 times already, and
Awesome.
I'm planning on coming out as much as I can consistently. So for you, what was it like growing up in Philadelphia?
Philly's awesome, man. I can't tell you how it gets really good, really crazy, all in a good way now.
Yep.
Because we're super emotionally attached to anything that's to do with sports. So like baseball, hockey, wrestling, basketball. It brings the whole city together. Like the city are like just one big party. Like whenever
Yeah.
we're in the playoffs or doing good, and we're literally going from Sixers to Eagles to Phillies to hockey. It is the same group of Philly people that are all put together, and it's such a good camaraderie. So that being said, growing up in South Philly, I grew up a block away from the Italian market. So like where you see like Rocky running down 9th Street, I grew up on 10th Street, so I was literally a block over from where that happened. So like I grew up in it. So when I would see people here every weekend, like taking pictures, like I was just like, oh, maybe these like the neighborhood until I grew up and knew the history about Philly and
Yeah.
stuff. But Philly's awesome. Philly's just a cool place to like chill, hang out. Definitely the fooderies are really good. Not sure if you checked out any cheesesteak spots yet, but Philly's definitely an
Of
awesome
course, that's a
spot.
question on my list here.
Yeah, yeah, you got it. You
So,
got it.
so growing up so close to like a famous spot in the Rocky movie, I guess, like you're saying, what age
Yes.
were you when you realized like, oh, this is like a touristy area?
I don't
Did you
know
realize right away
because
at a young age?
I I don't know the exact age, but this is what I can tell you. So my grade school, St. Paul's, that closed down. We were on 10th Street, and literally, and I lived on 10th Street, and then 9th Street's right there. So for lunch, starting at like third grade, we got to go eat outside of the school.
Yeah.
So we'd all walk to the corner on 9th Street, go right to Lorenzo's Pizza, and we would all order up. So we would be there all the time when a tourist was going by, but I don't know what age I knew. I guess we were just so adapted to it and just thought it was like the norm. That like I don't even know. We were just like used to it. I guess like born into it.
So, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I guess he was North Philly.
Yes.
So, what's the difference between North Philly and South Philly
It's a
for
huge
people that
difference. So
don't
like
know?
yeah, so it's a huge difference. So I think he was actually west. So like the difference is
Oh,
like
West
basically
Philadelphia. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
so the difference is like basically just different areas. So like City Hall. I don't know if you've ever been to City Hall. That's
Yeah.
like right in the heart, center city, right? So if you keep going straight, it's north, back towards the stadium south, West Philly's left, you know what I mean, and so forth and
Yeah.
so on. Just really just the areas, just really
Yeah.
the areas, pretty much, So like anything from like 38th Street to like 69th Street's West Philly, anything past Market Street, Spring Gardens, North Philly, and then vice versa for South Philly. So it's pretty much just the areas that you were born and grew up in, you know?
Can you teach some of my viewers about Philly slang when you're ordering your cheesesteak?
Oh yeah, so like
What is
for
your
me,
order?
for example, I like to get something called a whiz wit, and what a
Yep.
whiz wit is cheese whiz and fried onions. You know, it's just short for it. You know, the whiz, and then with is with the onions. You can say without if you don't like onions. Pretty simple process. You know, if you like American cheese, say American, with or without. You know, so simple.
Yeah, the cheese whiz is where it's at. Cheese whiz on. You guys do it on the fries too.
Yes, yes, we do it on the fries too.
Yeah.
And if you just want to be totally Phillied out, everybody, South Philly and Philly alone, we're all one big family. So we call everybody cuz. So if you just go
Yeah.
to the window and say, yo, cuz, let me get a cheesesteak with or without, they'll be like, I got you, fam, right away. It's like New York where you say, yo, bro. Over here, it's yo, cuz.
I love it. You absolutely feel the love, the city of brotherly love. There's a
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
why
for
you guys
sure.
are
It's a
called
fun
that.
city. It's a really, really fun city. Fun city.
Any local spots or traditions you had growing up in South Philly?
There's like, I guess I'm so immune to the local spots that like,
Yeah.
that would be hard to say, but if Passion Oak Avenue is definitely a great area for like food eaters. So like we would always go to Passion Oak Avenue, Old City, Philadelphia. It's great for drink spots and also food area too. And then anywhere in Center City area are like great, like hole in the wall spots that you would never think it's good. That's really really good in there. But Old City is definitely one of my favorites to get foods at. So definitely check out Old City. South Street, if you've never been to Philly, South Street for sure. It's a ton of spots for everybody down there. And
I've been there,
Passion Oak
but not
Avenue,
Old
Passion Oak
Philly.
Avenue. What was
So is
that?
Old Philly, I'm not sure if you know, is that where the oldest street in Philadelphia is? Because I saw a picture of
Yes,
that, and it's all brick.
yes,
It looks like
yes.
England,
It's
actually. I
cobblestone
really do.
down there. It's cobblestone
Yeah.
down there. My brother lives down there, right in the heart of that, like front and like Chestnut area. He lives right down there. But yeah, it's mostly cobblestone down there. Some of the oldest streets are down there. And then it's right near also like Independence Hall, and that area, Liberty Bell, and everything down there too as well. And yeah, the food's great down there.
It's all about the food.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure.
How has South Philly changed since you were a kid? And do you miss anything about your neighborhood when you were a kid growing up that's changed?
um, Let me see. That's
Or does
actually
it
a
all
really good
feel the
question.
same?
It feels the same, but you know it's not the same, right? Like,
Definitely for me, like we could ride our bikes, at a very young age and just
yes,
randomly go meet up with our friends on the corner or just see who was out. But
that is
nowadays, you can't do that.
that is so true. That is one thing. Like, we used to just go outside and just play hide and go seek and like freeze tag and like
Yeah.
meet up, ride bikes, and we had the motor scooters and things like that. I don't see kids outside really. You know, they're on video games, they're on Twitch, they're on YouTube, they're streaming now. Um, I don't know why it changed so much because I used to be able to like when I got home from school, like I want to go to the park and meet my friends, like we just want to hang out at the park and like play catch or whatever we're doing there. Like we just want to go do that. But now I don't see the kids doing that as much. I don't even like I can go outside right now and I won't see one kid on a bike.
Oh,
I don't know
I don't
why
even
it's
think that's
changed
just
so much.
Philadelphia. That's just the world today, I feel like,
I think so. I think so. I think so.
which is
But
unfortunate.
I know, right? I know, right? I don't know. I guess things just change. I don't know. It's weird though. You kind of just adapt with it though, you know?
That's right. Do you still live in South Philly?
Yes, live right in the
Yeah.
heart of South Philly still. Not where I grew up at, but more South Philly towards the stadium now.
Awesome. Did you
Yeah.
grow up watching the Phillies? My Phillies?
Oh, I grew up. Yes,
And the
yes, of
Eagles?
course.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing, right? My buddy, one of my best friends, my buddy Chris, his dad used to work for the Phillies. So when we were in grade school, so I used to go over his house after school. He used to go over my house after school. So when his dad worked at the Phillies, we were going to work with his dad, and we would be there like 4 hours before that. And like we're getting balls from all the players, we're playing catch with the players. I remember, for example, this is going to take you back. Scott Rowland literally is playing catch with us, and throwing balls at us and stuff like that. So
Oh my
like,
God.
and we would be there for like hours. I mean, like, his dad naturally had to be at work 4 hours before. So we're there 4 hours before, then after the game. So we were just there all day long.
Wow. I hope you kept that friend.
Yes, yes, I still have
The
that
friends
friend. I
you
still have
need.
that friend. I
And
still have that
Eagles
friend.
too. Did you
What's
grow up
that?
going did you grow up going to Eagles games?
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course. My first Eagles game, I can remember it was Eagles and Giants game was my first Eagles game. And that game was just, they had Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick around that time. And
That's
for
the
me,
jersey I
like,
have.
what'd you say?
That's the jersey I have, Michael Vick.
Yeah, yeah, I love that Eagles team in particular too, and Shady McCoy and all that. And literally, I remember. So after that game, here's an interesting story. So after that game, I remember my brother came to me. He was like, "Hey, you want to just go out, grab a couple drinks? We went to Old City. We went to a place called Blue Martini." So we get there, and Jeremy Macklin from the Eagles there, Shady McCoy's there, Meek Mills was there. That's when he first started off too.
Wow.
Young Chris from the Young Guns, who's actually a Philadelphia resident. He was signed to State Property and Jay Z's group. He was there. So like all the football players were there afterwards. I'm like, damn, we were just at the game with them. They're all here in this club slash bar slash eatery. So I thought that
Were
was really
you
cool as
like of
well.
age then? Like you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
of
yeah.
age.
I was engaged. I was engaged.
Right on. What's your best sports memory growing up? Would it be one that you just told at the Phillies game?
Memories. I have so many crazy memories, because like I was luckily like grew up in an era to where our Phillies did really good, the Eagles did really good, and the Sixers made it like when I was in grade school. So like there's so many like pinpoint one memory. It's so hard
Yeah,
because there's so many. That first Phillies one was like magical. I
yeah,
felt like that Phillies one was so magical because like we didn't get a World Series for a long time before that first one. So maybe that one because everybody's on Broad Street after, and like the whole
yeah.
city's there, and there's a big party, a big celebration. So maybe that first Phillies one, that because that one was magical. That one was definitely magical.
So that would have been like October time, kind of like
Yeah,
fall.
that was probably 2008 or nine for sure. That was
And
definitely 2008 or nine one.
so, do you think if your guys' team sucked, that you guys would be as passionate still? Like,
Yes,
what
I
if
think even more
all your
passionate.
teams sucked? You guys still be as loyal and crazy?
Well, you got to think about this. I don't know if you watched the Eagles game yesterday. We were 8-3 going
Didn't
into that
watch
game, and we
yesterday.
were booing them out the arena because our expectations are always here for any
Yeah,
Philadelphia team. And the other team has the same record, and they're just happy to be there. So with Philadelphia, our expectations always are up here, no matter what. So we're always going to be super passionate, whether we're winning or whether we're
that's
losing,
true.
because
Yeah,
we're going to push our. Even if our team's doing good, we're going to tell them usually just doing okay. You need to do better. So like,
yeah. That's what I love about you guys.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah. We're
about
nuts
it.
down here. We're crazy.
Yeah.
We're crazy.
Have you ever been thrown into the holding cell at the old venue at the
No, I
stadium?
haven't. I haven't. I wasn't that degenerate then, I guess, but I
This was
didn't
called
even know that was
Eagles
a thing.
Court.
That was a thing, actually. The whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It was
actually a
called
thing.
Eagles Court, where they had a judge ready to deal with fans causing problems.
Yeah, that's
So I,
nuts.
I
I
looked
didn't. I
it up
didn't know
because
that.
I thought this was a current thing, but no, I found out it was at the old venue, the
The
Veterans
vet.
Stadium.
Oh, the vet. Oh man, the
Yeah.
vet. Here's
So
a story about the
now they're
vet. I've
like, we
heard
don't
of.
have that anymore. We just have like cops on hand to deal with these people. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So interesting story about the vet. So where I lived on 10th Street. When I could walk to 11th Street, I used to be able to see the vet. So when they want to blow the vet up, my whole neighborhood naturally is when everybody's on the corner of 11th Street. You can see them from blocks down, to see the stadium get blown up. So I remember literally being there in the corner. We're just waiting, like there's a big event going on. You can see right down the street that the vets get blown up, and it's just like one of the memories. That's like a memory there. It's like, damn, that's wild. That's wild.
Only in Philadelphia. Did you grow
Only in
up
Philly.
playing
Only in
other
Philly.
sports? Well, what sports did you play growing up?
Oh man, so I play a little bit of all of them. I played baseball for 2 years. I played football for like seven, eight, nine, and then basketball for like 10. So I I started when I was like 7 years old. So I started playing football, I think when I was 7, and then I played basketball around the same age. And then baseball I played in 7th and 8th grade, and I didn't do it in high school. But when I went to high school, I was still playing football. I was still playing basketball. Then I transitioned over to just basketball. And I did pretty well at it. Got a D1 scholarship that I took at Temple. And I didn't wind up playing for Temple. I never actually played a game there. It was just because like the transition from high school to college was such a big difference. And far as me, like I was never ever a morning person, and their practices. It was Coach Cheney's last year, 5 o'clock in the morning, five
Yeah,
thirty in the morning, running suicides. I just wasn't adjusted to it. There was like so much going on for me at that time that I just
fair.
like took a step back from it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't morning people in sports.
No, no, not at all, not at all. But I was
Hockey's
still
great.
very interested in basketball because like I kind of like studied the sport, like I studied wrestling. So probably like I would say like a year after that, at my recreation center, Palumbo's Recreation Center, I got an opportunity to be a head coach there for the 15 unders, and I was only like 19, 20 or whatever.
For basketball.
We for basketball,
Basketball,
right? So we got so good that we became a traveling team after a while. So by the time I was 21, we were traveling on the road. So I got to take them to Chicago, Baltimore, area, like the local areas down here in New York. And I remember, for example, 'cause this is where I'm going out with the story. We got to the Chicago tournament. It's a big, huge tournament. It's like a 2-day tournament. We're staying overnight, and they had auditions down the street at Hilton Hotel for CBS Survivor. So my players are pushing me. Yeah, Chris, you watch that show? I was like, yeah. They're like, just go do the audition. Go do it. So like, I was like, I'll go do it. There's not a lot, ton of people online. Literally like 6 people online. So I was like, all right, I'll go do the audition. So I do the audition. Weeks later, I forget about it literally.
yeah.
Um, I get a phone call. Hey, would you like to be on CBS Survivor? I'm like,
Wow.
this is awesome. Yes, 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 yes. So I go through that progress or whatever. I got to go to New York. We were filming. This had to be either April or May because I knew they were going to film for June or July. And I had to go to CBS Broadcasting Center in New York. I was top 100. And then I had to do an interview there with Lynn Spillman, who was the casting director at that point. Probes was also there, who I didn't get the interview with, which I was hoping to. And I just thought it was such a cool experience. I didn't get picked for the final, but they were recording the whole prelims beforehand. You're recorded from the second you get there to the second you leave. Like it was pretty intense, pretty crazy. And like I wasn't used to it yet, and it was such like a different experience. And the internet wasn't like a huge deal yet, but like I would go online and people would know that like I'm going to be on the show even before like I was alerted about this. And like
Yeah.
people are hitting me up about the show. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's like I guess rumors fly fast and stuff. And like it was a crazy time for me. Definitely a crazy time for me.
I guess that just goes to show they literally pick people off the streets. So
Yes,
you just
yes. So
went
I
in like
asked
it wasn't planned at all.
exactly. So I asked Lynn. I asked Lynn. I asked her. I said, "What made you pick me?" Because like when I'm getting interviewed, I love asking them questions as well.
Yeah.
She said, "When we asked you about the money, what would you do with it?" And I said, "Spend it." Well, what anyone else do with the money? Right? I guess
Yeah.
people go in there and this would be my advice for anybody who applies for any show. A lot of people probably say, "I'm going to give it to charity. I'm going to do this." Tell them what you actually
Tell
would
the damn
do.
truth.
Tell them the truth, because like that's what they want to hear. They want to hear who you are. They don't want to hear what you can be. Just tell them who you are. So yeah,
Wow.
it was a
Wow,
really,
I
really,
didn't know that.
yeah, really, really, really cool experience.
So
Um, got
from there,
hmm
all those sports that you grew up playing, how did that transition into wrestling? And growing up in South Philly, what kind of influenced your style and your persona?
All right, so wrestling, I was a big fan because I was going to shows as I was in my mom's belly. Like
Yeah.
literally, I remember her telling me a story. Like when she was pregnant, she said they used to come here like every month, every other month.
Yeah.
So
Are
she used
you
to
the
bring my bro.
eldest?
No, the youngest. I got an older brother and an older sister. So my brother would want to go to the shows. So my mom, she said they would be so close that she said my younger brother Joey, he got to pet Jake's big snake, stuff like
Ooh.
that. So I was like, oh, you guys were like super close, like
Yeah.
then, like right there. So she was like, I've been going to shows since then. Um, and then she told me the one story that her and my dad went out afterwards after a wrestling show, and she said it used to be a spot. I forget the name of it that she told me, but it was on 12th and Walnut. And she said it was after a wrestling show. She went in there and she met Adrian Adonis and she met Jim Neihart in there. And she said,
Was
her and
this
my
like
dad.
WWF or was
Yes, WWF days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Jim Neihart and Adrian Adonis were in there. And her and my dad just talked to them for the whole night. She said a bunch of other wrestlers were stopping in too as well. But just an
wow.
interesting story. I'm like, it's so random, like super like so random,
So what influenced what ended up being, or sorry, no, we didn't actually get into how you got
I
into
didn't actually
wrestling.
probably get into it, right? What influence?
Yeah.
I was like born around it, I guess.
You're
Like,
born in it.
yeah, literally, because like back then, like I'm gonna explain the age. We had tapes, and like my grandmom, right, who's my mom's mom, was a big Ultimate Warrior fan, Texas Tornadoes fan. I guess she liked the colors in them. So I would go to her house and I would put in the old Survival Series tapes and all that stuff. And now I'm watching wrestling at like 3 and 4 years old. And plus, my brother's going to all the shows still. So it's like any pay per view that comes up, they're automatically ordered on my TV. So I'm just around all the pay per views. Plus, I'm in Philadelphia, and I'm born at the EC. I'm born where ECW's like originated.
Yeah.
So I asked my mom, "Could I watch it?" She didn't know any better. Oh, it's wrestling. Go watch it. So I was born watching ECW, and like I was like, "This is so cool." ECW at the ECW arena. So this actually can transition into your question. Seventh grade, playing for Annunciation basketball team. My coach asks the team, "Hey, you guys want to go to ECW tonight?" We all asked our
What?
parents. Yes,
We
we all
love your
asked our
coach.
parents. We were allowed to go to ECW. Yes, my coach in
Wow.
seventh grade.
I was gonna say,
Um,
were kids even allowed to go to ECW? But I
I
guess so.
mean, we all went.
Yeah.
We were all 13, so we all were in there.
Wow.
And that was my first and only live ECW show ever, and it was amazing, amazing. Cause like it was nothing like the WWE shows I was going to. This was just
Yeah.
like control chaos. I guess would be like the best way to explain it, and like
But in
crazy.
such a like intimate room, like it's large enough, the sound is good, but you feel very
Yes,
close to the
yes,
ring.
that's
And
very true. That is very true. That is so true.
shout
It
out
was
to your
it was it was dope. It was so dope.
love your coach.
Yeah, yeah, I love that coach.
So then, when did you start to
John
get
Parrish
into
was his
wrestling
name.
yourself?
What was that?
When did you start, or when did you decide you wanted to get into wrestling yourself? Like start training?
That's a good one. Me and my buddies always used to like mess around, backyard wrestling, joke around. And then I had some buddies that were friends of mine that went and got trained, and they started doing really good for themselves. And then they would train us, and then like we wouldn't take it serious though. Like me and like my other buddies wouldn't take it serious. Um, and then eventually, when we started getting older, we were like, we could probably really do this, like we could probably be really good at this. And so what happened was we just were like, let's just go and let's go up to Tremont's place. And we went up to Tremont's place and we like messed around, me and my buddies. And Tremont pulled a few of us to the side. It was me, my buddy Baldini, and two other guys. He was like, "Hey, listen, we got a school. I just started up here. I think you guys got a lot of potential. I love to dot the I's, cross the T's. If you guys want to put the work in." And that was that. The rest was history. And we knew Tremont was before we got into the business already. So we knew
Was
what type of guy
that was junior high, or
was that.
was that high school or junior high?
This is after high school, right after
High
high
school.
school. Yes, it's after high school. And
Right.
we started training with Tremont, and yeah, the rest is history from there.
So, what was the local scene like growing up? Obviously, you mentioned ECW, but has it
Mhm.
changed, or how have you found it has changed since?
Here's the difference: like CZW was always like the juggernaut for independent wrestling, at least in my area. It was anybody who was a CZW world champion, they're getting signed. Like you can just look at the history. Like this guy CZW champion, eventually he's going to get signed. This guy CZW champion, oh, he's going to get signed. That's the way it was. And they were the local company here. So when my buddies started taking me to the local independent shows, I had no clue what CZW or deathmatch wrestling was. I get there and I see like this crazy controlled chaos going on that was similar to ECW, but different because I didn't know who the hell anybody was. But the crowd going crazy for me. You kind of feel that adrenaline rush. And then the more I kept going to shows, I would see guys on shows here, and then in WWA, see guys on shows here, then in TNA, on shows here, then here. I'm like, whoa! So everybody comes through here and then goes there. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
So it's
Um,
kind of a starting point or a
yes,
stepping
that's what that's
stone.
what really got me like going and to be like, you know what, let me do this. I think I could do this, and I think I can do this at a high level with the right training.
Yeah. So you got trained by a hardcore guy. When
Yes,
ECW phased out, did hardcore wrestling die, or did Philly keep it alive? It
I
sounds
thought
like
it did until I got back hooked on the independent scene, and I seen what they took it up another level. They took it up to deathmatch wrestling, I'm like, this shit looks fucking bananas, right? But for some reason, I'm laughing every time I say that, because it's like it looks crazy. But for some reason, like, oh, I want to dip, I just want to dip my feet into it, I just want to like, I just want to like dabble, a little bit into it, because like I'm a hardcore guy, I grew up around hardcore wrestling, and
Mhm.
I had to earn my way to have a death match. I had to train for 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years before I was even able to have one of the matches. You had to earn your way in there. That's one of the things I liked about going through Matt Tremont. He grew up the old school ways, just the meat and potatoes, hit the ropes, take a bump way, and
Yep.
you're gonna grow tough skin that way. You're gonna earn every single thing you do, and it makes you more hungry for the business, though. It does.
So do you ever think that you were overlooked because you're a hardcore guy?
Ever what was that?
Overlooked.
No, here's the thing. I think doing the hardcore got more eyes on me
Yeah.
because I was doing in my head. I think I got better, but I was doing the same wrestling I was doing before I started doing the hardcore stuff. Once I did the hardcore stuff, I grew a different fan base that got my name more
Yep.
out there. So I think it actually worked in reverse way because there's such like I can't say a niche audience, but a big audience for the deathmatch draw. If you look at GCW, it's the biggest company, independent company in the world, I think, and they grew their name off of deathmatch wrestling. So
Are you working
yeah,
at that?
I actually think it grew a bigger name for me.
Do you work for GCW?
I've worked for GCW. I've
Wow.
worked for ICW as well, which I think is like a top five biggest company in the world too as well. And then my main company growing into it was H2O, which was Tremont's company, which was a pretty big company at the time too. So
Yeah, so much to choose from out there, it sounds like.
yes,
How do you
yes, yes, yes.
how do you stay versatile to ensure you're not just labeled a hardcore guy?
Well, that is a big one too as well because you do get labeled that sometimes. You do fall underneath that realm, um, which is cool. But you got to show that you can also work too and who you are. So my biggest thing about me is, and I got this advice from William Regal, and I also got this from Tommy Dreamer as well. They asked me to cut. Both of them said the same thing: cut a promo on me. Cut a
Yep.
promo. Right, got to do it right there. Cut a promo on them. Boom, boom, boom. Now he said, "Be mad at me in real life." And cut the promo on me. So I was mad at him in real life, cut the promo. He said, "That's your promo." Both guys said it in different ways. That's your
Yep.
promo every time. So now, every time I go out, I literally get as mad as I can. Nothing, even if I'm in a happy mood, and just talk like that. And it comes up so much more organic now that people are like, damn, this guy's really mad. It's probably tough as shit. It can break the bricks off me.
Yeah.
And it sounds legit every single time now. And my promos has carried me away now from being able to do any style of wrestling now. They kind of get me away from doing the death match or the hardcore style because my promos can carry any feud, any build going on now. So I think that's where I grew at versatility wise.
Totally. So being able to like be a good talker as well goes the
Oh
mile.
yeah, hell yeah. I was always a fan of big talkers. I was a fan of big storylines, big moments, big talker. So
Perfect. Love that. I
mm.
don't think I've had the chance to hear you on the mic because I'm always backstage. So I believe you.
Yo,
That's
yeah. I get pretty crazy out there.
what's the craziest hardcore match you've ever been in?
Oh man, that's fuck man. I've been
There's a lot. All of
there
them.
is a lot. There is a lot. I don't know. I've been in deathmatch tournaments where I had to go out 3 different times and fight over and over and over with barbed wire, fire, 100 light tubes, gusset plates stuck in your head. They hold houses up, by the way, gusset plates, and people stick them in their head.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I just saw on the X
y-
brand, right? Is that what
yeah,
that thing was? I didn't know what
yes,
that
they
was, but that
they
looked
hold houses together. That's what holds houses together. Yes,
okay. I
yeah,
have a very weak stomach, but I couldn't
yeah,
take my eyes off that video. Like I had to see it come out because they were
yeah,
like nurses or what doctors, whatever, on hand were
yeah,
taking it out.
yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah, it's nuts.
and then I think I showed my sister. I'm like, you got to see this.
That's crazy,
Well,
right? It's
you taking
it's
those?
not. I'm so immune to it because I've seen everything. I've seen people get Kenzans put in their head, right? To the point where you have to get pliers and pull it out from the guy's scalp like this, and you
Yeah,
see the scalp going up, but it's not coming out. I'm like,
I
this
could
is
never be a
insane. I don't know if
nurse.
I'll take that one.
That's the funny thing is like I don't do well with blood. Actually, my dad had a really weak stomach. He hated blood, like couldn't
Really?
change babies' diapers, like was gay.
That's
Couldn't
great.
change-
That's great.
But I'm like, how are we involved in wrestling, but we can't handle blood? Like it makes no sense. To each
That's
their
so
own.
funny. That's so funny. That's hilarious.
I know, right? So, what's the toughest match you've been in, and how did you prepare for it mentally and physically?
Hmm. That's a good question. I've been in a lot of tough matches,
Yeah.
like tough mentally wise, or tough
Maybe
like.
maybe it was a opponent that you were like, I really want to do well, and I'm gonna train for this. And did you have any big opponents like that?
I think my one of my biggest opponents. I think I had a lot of big opponents. I think one of my biggest opponents was definitely Fandango from WWE.
Yeah.
He's coming back to Jersey for the first time since he's been at WrestleMania fighting Jericho. Now he has to come face me, the X brand. I'm just the world champion. So I'm like, what's
Right.
his
Oh, and you were
expectations?
also the first ever world champion for X Brand, I believe.
That is correct. That is
Right
correct. That
on.
is correct.
I found that out.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. There we go. There we
Did my
go.
research.
He wound up being a super cool dude, though. Really, really cool dude. Really down fun to earth. Excellent guy to work with. Smart inside out the business. New to business like this. And then funny story is, to fast forward after that big match, which I think I did pretty good at. He gave me the approval for it and all. When I do my first extra work for TNA, I don't know anybody there but like two people. But like the third person I know is Fandango, and all of a sudden, like now, like I got somebody to rub elbows with the whole time, so it's not super uncomfortable back there. So I thought full circle that came out good for me though.
Yes. Yeah, I remember really liking him too on WWE when he was there, and I
Super
think it was
super
him and
cool
Summer
dude.
Rae. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he hasn't been back since, has he? In the company.
NXT. He was back last year for NXT. Just stint like a little like 1 or 2 night stint in NXT.
Do you have any wrestling idols growing up?
So many, I mean, you probably met a few of them.
Yeah.
Definitely Warrior, definitely Macho Man. They were just like larger life characters to me, and like
Yeah.
they were just
I've
like,
met them both.
yeah. My
Sorry
dad
to
actually
brag.
met Macho too. Which funny story. They were at the LA airport, and my dad had he said he had his denim outfit on, his blue jeans, blue his denim jacket, and he had his cowboy boots on, and Macho, I guess, had a similar outfit with cowboy boots and denim jeans on,
Oh
and
my God.
that's how they
I've
started
seen
busting.
pictures of them like that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how they started busting it up, and over the outfits, and he's with Miss Elizabeth at the time, and that the story came back. He told me and my mom the whole time, and at the end of the story, my mom goes, "Why did you get his autograph?"
I didn't want to
But
be
my
numbered.
dad said, they were just busting it up, and they were like, they were just talking that, it
Now
just
you guys
happened.
must you
What was
it sounds
that?
like you guys have crossed a lot of wrestlers, like just randomly in Philadelphia,
Yes, yes, yes,
the
yes.
hot spot.
I have. Funny story is, I'm gonna tell you how small Philadelphia is. Back in ECW days, right? I lived on 10th Street, so there was an Acme, which is now Acme. Used to be a Super Fresh on 10th and South, so it's like 3 blocks away from my house. Me and my brother are just going to the Acme, and who do we see right on the corner of 10th and South with Raven and his buddies? I didn't even know it was him at the time. My brother, it's older than me,
He's
he
not
knew it was
from
him.
there, is he?
I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe he lived around there for like the time being. But he was definitely just chilling there on that day. My brother goes up to him like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" They're having like a 20-minute full-on conversation, like they know each other. Talking about wrestling, talking about the business, talking about ECW, talking about WCW, and like, yeah. So like, it's just random. You'll never know. You'll never know.
Can you tell us what it's like performing at the legendary ECW building at the 2300 Arena,
Yes,
which
that
I've also
building.
had the pleasure.
Yes, you have. You have. You have. That building there is legendary. I mean, like, I was talking to my buddy. And I was like, I can go 30, 45 minutes at that building, no problem. But like if I go 25 somewhere else, I might be blown up. But there I can go now. I can do an hour long match there. It's
Just
because
the
I think
energy.
that's what it is, right? It's the adrenaline,
Wow.
it's the energy, it's the crowd, it's the production. And
Mm.
plus people that paved the way that's been here before you. So like you want to leave a good impact there. Plus it's my hometown city as well. So yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. And now that I've had a taste, I'm like, I don't want anything but
Philly's awesome.
Philadelphia. And
Right, 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 right.
I'm
It's
a little
awesome.
spoiled now. We were talking about that. We feel a little spoiled working there. That yeah, the
Yes, yes,
production
yes, for
and
sure.
I find just like the workers, the fans, like everything about it is just
It's
awesome.
really good.
Yeah.
I did a show in Philly last week that was actually pretty fun too.
Yeah. That's good. I'm gonna have to branch out and find some other promotions to work for.
Yeah, the show I did in Philly last week was actually awesome. I actually really, really enjoyed it. Our card was so diverse too. It was like mainly like Kobe Carino's show. First of all, Kobe Carino, who's been on Battleground with us before, he suffered a neck injury, so
Oh,
it was a benefit show for Kobe. His dad, Steve Carino, who's ECW legend,
yep.
works for WWE right now. We all just got together and did a benefit show for him. Nice crowd, all the money directly to Kobe.
Oh, great.
Um, yeah. A lot of the bigger names in the wrestling business, a lot of guys from GCW World Champion was on the line there. Really fun show, really cool card. A lot of people from WWID program came down, like Jackson Drake, the champion down there. He came up here to do the show. Really, really fun show. Really fun show.
What kind of venue was it?
Like a recreation center.
Cool.
Yeah, it was right at Fourth and Lombard, Old
Perfect.
Pine Community Center.
So you had a dark match once against John
Yes.
Cena. What year was that? And what was that like?
Me, my dark match versus John Cena.
Mhm.
I wish I had a dark match against John Cena.
No?
No. I wish I
Okay.
had a dark match against John Cena, though. I will
But
take that in consideration, though.
all right,
I will
someone
take
tell
that in
me.
consideration. But here's the thing, though. Here's a funny one for you, though. So let me bring you back, though. Let me bring you back to Survivors and transition you into wrestling.
Okay.
So I'm doing the whole Survivor thing, whatever. I'm top 100. So people are reaching out to me, come do guest appearances here, because the prelims back then, I would have 2 episodes on TV, no matter what. It's like doing the prelims for like Real World, where you see the audition tapes. So the first 2 episodes are like, who are the people that's getting on the
Oh, so you
show?
were still on TV for Survivor.
Yes, for the prelims, because like that's like their who's going to make the show, cut thingy, the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
So I would do promotional parties in different areas or whatever. So we're in Wildwood, New Jersey. So I got to do one down there, and then that very next day, WWE's running a show there. So I'm like, let's go to the WWE show. So I went the very next day. I'm sitting in row 2. So right in front of me, it's Justin Roberts in the corner. I notice he keeps looking over. He keeps looking over. He's like, "Yo, are you Christian Russell?" I'm like, "Justin Roberts just said that to me." Yeah. So me and him are buzzing up now the whole show. Now we're buzzing up the whole show. He goes, "Yeah, you want to get in the ring?" I go, "What this guy just say?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "All right, wait, and I'll get you in the ring." I was like, "Okay." This is a house show, mind you. So I'm like, "All right." So after the next match gets over, before they go to any match, he goes, "All right, come on, you get in." I was like, "All right." So I hopped the guardrail, and I get in. I had no clue what's going on at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Naomi now has the microphone, and she goes, "We are hosting a dance contest." I go, "Oh man, what the hell did I get
Oh,
myself into?" So I see this little kid come in. He has a John Cena shirt on. I have a John Cena shirt on. I'm like, "Oh man." And then 2 girls. I'm like, I am in trouble for this one, man. I am so much trouble. But me being like the smart mark in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna find some way to make sure this kid beats me out,
yeah.
no matter what.
This is my moment. I'm going to be
Yeah, this is
seen
my moment.
regardless.
This is my moment. So the 2 girls dance first. I have a video of this. I'll send it to you as well. I go over to the little kid. I said, "Can you do the worm?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Perfect." I go, "Perfect." So now I'm gonna do the worm, but I know I suck at it. I go third. I do the worm, and I kind of suck at it, but somehow I'm still getting like a pop. I know the kid's coming on last, and he told me he could kill it, and he killed it. The crowd popped for it, and it was just an awesome, random, crazy moment that's happened to me.
That's hilarious. You're like,
Yes,
I'm about to have
yes.
a match, but where's my gear? Like, nope,
Yeah, I'm like sitting
competition.
there like Justin Roberts knows who I am. I like what do you mean? Like you're Justin Roberts, like
Wow.
yeah,
Too bad that
that
wasn't
was
on
just a
TV.
crazy experience.
What's the coolest place in the world that wrestling has taken you? Anywhere cool you've traveled?
I
Your
traveled a
favorite
couple cool
place?
places.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, the coolest one.
Because right now mine's Philadelphia. So,
Well, here, listen to this though. I heard so much about this art. So the coolest spot. Well, this was a personal one for me. Nashville. I don't know
yeah,
why,
I
but
want to go
like
there so bad. I haven't
it's
been.
fucking awesome, by the way. It's so fucking. That whole strip is awesome. The food was amazing, and that whole strip, it was exactly what I thought it was. That's like well, I wrestled 45 minutes out of there, and I knew I was going to Nashville to flying in, so I'm like, I'm staying here for 3 days. No matter what, I'm staying in Nashville for 3 days.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's probably the coolest spot because it was a bucket list for me to go to Nashville anyway, and like that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Really,
Have you
really
just been
awesome.
the once so far?
I've been there once. Yep. That was during like the Ric Flair retirement.
Yeah.
that weekend with the SummerSlam. That was that
Yeah.
weekend. It was a lot of indie shows down there that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was that weekend.
Are
Yep,
you
yep.
a
I mean
fan of?
Vegas as well, but like everybody does Vegas, right?
Yeah. I've been to Vegas a
Yeah.
few times. I'm gonna be going in April again. Are you gonna be going?
Nice, nice. I got hit up for a few promotions and like I've like told them the 50-50, but I'm probably gonna want them doing it. So
It's funny. My sister is gonna get married that weekend in Vegas.
oh nice, nice, nice,
So she
nice.
told me the date, and I'm like, perfect. I'm like, I'll get myself
That's
booked some
awesome.
wrestling shows, like two birds with one stone.
There you go. I think I am gonna shoot out to Vegas. I mean I'm like 90% sure doing it right now, but I think the more it gets closer, the
Yeah.
more I'll finalize that up.
Yeah. Absolutely, you should. Are you a fan of the product today? Wrestling product on TV?
I really am. I really am a fan of the product today. When I was talking to Mark Henry at the one battleground, me and him talked for like 30 minutes, and I basically told him what I was looking to do.
I
What?
love Mark Henry, by the way.
Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he? He's so awesome, so cool, dude. So I was telling him about what I wanted to do once I got into wrestling, and one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to be a backstage producer. I wanted to produce matches. And I just was talking to Mark. I'm like, how do I get to like shadow somebody? He's like, this is what I'm gonna tell you, dude. He's like, nobody's ever gonna ask to be a producer because everybody wants to be a wrestler, dude. So if you ask to be a producer, you'll be the first in line to shadow somebody. I was like, oh shit, awesome. It just feels like I love putting together matches, love helping out with matches. I think I have a good mind for matches. I think I'm really versatile with different matches.
Yeah.
And it's a long term job as well. Plus, I also can wrestle when you need me to wrestle. So yeah, that's definitely something
Have
I'm
you
interested in.
you've never been a booker for the shows though? Sounds like you have the mind for it.
I have helped out in the booking in a few different companies. I have did that.
That's
And also like I can manage down there too. And there's no managers. There's one manager you can name in every company. You know, there's no big manager that's versatile that also can wrestle, that also can do this. So like, I think once I do officially get my foot in the door, I think I'll be versatile in multiple different ways to
yeah.
be able to work myself to a producer role, manager role for somebody, or on screen wrestler. So
That is so great to not just focus on like one thing and put yourself in that I have to do this and this is all I can do.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
there are so
exactly.
many different opportunities. Even me, like I don't wrestle and I'm a manager. But then I branched out and started this podcast. Like there's so many different things we can do.
Yes.
We just have to,
Oh, absolutely,
just follow the
absolutely.
path and believe in it.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I'm proud of you too. Proud of you. Look where it's brought you at. You know, look
Thank
where it's
you.
brought you at.
We're only on
Look where.
episode 6, but I'm trying.
Hey,
It's fun.
listen, keep going. You got to keep going. You know, you got to
If
keep going.
Thank you. If you could have any wrestler, past or present, as your tag team partner, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a really, really good
Now
one.
I'm picturing you and Mark Henry. That could be pretty badass.
I know, right? Me and Mark would be pretty cool.
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, as a tag team partner, I just think, man, I'm just gonna go with present just for right now, just because
you showed your mind.
I want to know what would happen because it's definitely my dream match, at least storyline wise. I think even match wise, because it would definitely be me and Brock Lesnar. It's so different. It's so different, and I think the trash talking together and like us putting our minds together and like doing a tag match together is insane.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. I think nobody would ever think of it. So when I like that. I always like when nobody. I never thought of them too. Like I love that when that happens.
Is he one of your favorites?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. By far, he is. Like if everybody go, well, who's the best wrestler in the world? I go, well, we're talking about favorite wrestlers. I have these guys, but best ever. I said Brock Lesnar. I said nobody can beat him pound for pound 1-on-1. I said there's not one guy I think that can beat him pound for pound 1-on-1.
That's a unique choice. I feel like you're you're the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one in the world whose favorite wrestler is Brock Lesnar.
Only one, only one. I love Brock. I'm a Brock Lesnar, huge Brock Lesnar guy.
That would be a
Huge Brock
pretty
Lesnar guy.
badass team, though. Like two big
Yes, yes.
guys.
I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan. Huge Brock. He's just so real, you know. He's just so real. He comes off so organic, even if he's not that way. Like he comes off so organic, and like I try to like make my character just as much as that, coming off so real in the ring, so real to the fans. You know what I mean? Until you really meet me, you know, naturally, but I want to come off with like that authenticity. You know, like, this guy's fucking nuts. He's crazy. He's insane. He can, he could kill somebody and like 0 to 100. Like my matches aren't like I don't lock up. and do chain wrestling. I want to hit you with my finisher move from the beginning of the match because I want to beat you. And I tell every opponent that like we're not going to have a 20-minute chain match. I'm going to probably hit you with a spear in the first 30 seconds, like because it's different from anything that's ever going to be on the card. You're not going to see a jackhammer in the first 1 minute of a match. It's just different, and I think if I can keep making my matches completely different like that, and it's out of the blue, it's like a Mike Tyson fight. If he gets that knockout, the match is over out of nowhere. I think it adds that one little different thing from anything on the card, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. You never want all the matches to be the same, that's for sure.
No, no, no. And this is so out of the blue and so
Yeah,
and I think it keeps people like entertained for your match too. So it's like I like
yeah.
that.
What's the most unexpected thing to happen to you in a match or bizarre thing?
Oh man, I don't know. The rope broke, and I'm wrestling a guy who's doing all moonsaults and flips.
The rope came apart? Is that what you
The
said?
rope came off. Yes,
Yeah,
the rope
yeah,
came
I've
off.
seen that
We
happen.
worked. We still worked. We still worked the match.
Yeah,
It was the bottom rope, right? Weirdly, it was the bottom rope. So like, he was like, "I'll be fine." I was like, "All right," and we did the whole. It was actually one of my favorite matches ever.
yeah. I've definitely seen that happen. For me,
Yes.
the most
Mhm.
bizarre thing I've
I
seen
gotta
was
hear this one.
this was in England, and I was
Oh
managing
man.
my cousin Harry Smith,
Oh,
and
nice,
he
nice.
ended up winning, and his opponent shit the ring.
What?
So I got into the ring to like congratulate Harry, and then he hugs me, and we're hugging, and people are taking photos, and he's whispering in my ear, and this is all like play by play with the camera, like the
Yes,
photos we're
yes, yes.
taking, and he's whispering in my ear. He's like, he shit the ring, and I was like,
What?
so then like, and then the next picture we're like both looking at it and pointing, and like,
You're lying. Is this on
yeah.
footage somewhere?
And then we just couldn't stop laughing the whole
That
trip
is
because we had
great.
like a long car ride after, and we're just laughing. Like maybe he had the stomach flu, like maybe he was out
Yeah.
drinking last night, like maybe he's
Oh
scared.
man.
Like,
I mean, I heard of people shit in the ring, but damn, he literally did it.
it's just so funny. So
That's
funny that we got
hilarious.
those photos too, and that was like the only two shows I've done in England. So
Oh,
I
that's
like that
awesome. How
we
many
had a
times have you
story.
been to England?
I've only done two shows in England that same weekend, but I've been to
Yeah.
England like 5 times in my life, and I'm going to
Oh,
be going
awesome.
again. Yeah, I'll be going again in February. I haven't been for 10 years, so.
Oh, really? Really? That is awesome.
The
That
last
is
time would have been
awesome.
when I did those shows with Harry.
Nice, nice. Like I got to meet Harry at one of the battleground shows. My first battleground show, I got to meet Harry.
Oh,
And
nice. Yeah, he's in Japan right now, killing it.
is that where he's at right now? Oh, that's awesome. Good for him. Good for him. Really, really cool, nice guy when I chatted with him too. Really, really
Yeah,
cool dude.
he is born in it too, just like us.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's cool. You didn't got the tag team. I would like to see more of that for sure.
Yeah, me too.
That
If
would
you
be
could change
awesome.
one thing about the industry, what would it be?
If I could change one thing about the industry, what would it be? Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Because it's hard to say what I would change, you know?
Yeah.
Um, damn. That's a really good one.
For me, it'd be the politics.
That's a good one. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer because I couldn't even think of that. I'm like because wrestling, right, is what I notice is it's about people who politic, like
Yep.
literally who politic, like for example, like I'm gonna give you like a cold, stone cold example. Like when talking to like Maxwell MJF, right? I'm like, what did you do to like just progress yourself and get over? He's like, I just took car rides with everybody who was over. I was like, that's fucking
Nice.
awesome. He's like,
Smart.
yeah. He was like, I just took car rides with everybody who was over, dude. He was like, I didn't care if I didn't know him, but I knew this guy's a good wrestler. And I said, can I help you with the show? Take a ride with you.
Yeah.
And then people started
Get
knowing
to
my
know them,
names.
get in their ear.
I was like, so it's really just politicking. He's like, that's not politicking. You're going there to help out with the show, right? I was like, oh, I guess so, right? I was like, oh, so you surround yourself around, good people. Oh yeah, there were the people who are over. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I got you. But like, there's
Smart.
a purpose behind it. You are going there to help out, but you're going with the top people because you want to get to be a top level guy, and you're going to meet. They're going on good shows, the top level people. So I do get that. I do get that.
Yeah.
But does that fall under politicking? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I
I
think
don't.
just
I don't
for
know if it does.
females,
I don't
it's
know
a
if it
little
does because I
different.
think everybody does that. Everybody takes the rides.
Yeah.
Everybody goes and helps out, and I don't know, but everybody has the same motive behind this. I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
So I have some fan questions. We actually got a lot.
Oh, let's do it.
Some might be a little bit similar to some of my questions, so we'll
Hey,
just
I'm
see
down
here.
for it.
What makes it easier being a big guy in the business, and what makes it harder?
All right. So, what makes it easy is to your size. You could just walk out,
Yeah.
and you're more than likely bigger than them, right? So that makes it easier. What makes it harder? Um, Maybe not being able to do the stuff that smaller guys can do. However, if you can do something similar to something that a smaller guy does, and then you do it, it's a big
Yeah.
ordeal. So I
Yeah.
think being bigger definitely helps out for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Right on. What's the worst show in the Philly area you've ever done?
What's the worst show in Philly I've ever done?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm sure they're not existing no more or around.
Well, maybe we don't have to say the company name, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I did a
what was
show.
it
All right,
that
so
made it
all right,
terrible?
I'll tell a story about a show that I was on.
Okay.
So I'm walking in with my trainer, Matt Tremont. We're at a show in Philly, and we're later on the card. He's Matt's main event. I think I'm right before his match, and we're walking around back. We're about to go take a smoke of a cigarette, and I hear Matt Tremont's music starts playing. And this is the opening match of the card. So there are guys coming out to Tremont's theme song, who's the main event of the card, that have no clue that's Tremont's theme song, and they're coming out with it in match number one. I looked at Matt. I said, "This is going to be a fun show."
Yeah. Oh, so they just screwed up the sound.
They didn't
Oh,
screw up the sound.
that was on purpose.
It was their theme song. Yes, it was their theme song.
Wow. Oh, they stole it.
What'd you say?
Wait, they stole his theme song?
Well, yeah, I guess they didn't.
Or
Yeah, they
did
either
they
stole
know?
it or didn't know he uses it. So
Oh God.
either way, we were going to be in for a fun night.
Yeah.
So,
I always
it's
hate when
things you look
they
back on that you can laugh about though, like that.
that's so funny. I always hate when either the sound isn't working at all, or yeah, they do the wrong song, and it's just like, because you vibe to your own song, right? And you
You
have your
do, you do. I think I've been on shows before. They're like, the music isn't working, just go on out. I'm like,
oh, that's the
to
worst.
what? To what? Like,
Because
like
entrances for me are like the best part. That's when they get
that's
to
the best
see.
part of it, isn't it? That's what gets you like all involved. That's what gets all the eyes on you.
Yeah, but
Unless you're
sometimes you gotta do
over
what you
like,
gotta do.
unless you're super over like a WWF guy in '88, that you
Yeah,
can just come out like Andre the Giant with no music and just get the reaction. I'm not Andre now.
that's hilarious.
Have you ever met Andre?
Yes, I met Andre.
No freaking way.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Can you please tell me about that story?
I was 7 years old, and it was WrestleMania 7 in LA, and I
Oh,
was with my
awesome.
uncle Brett. My uncle Brett took, I think it was just me, and
Oh,
like
nice, nice.
with his kids and my
Oh, nice.
aunts there, and
Oh, awesome.
I don't know why. We were in the hotel. This was after my dad, like my mom and my dad left. So my
Hmm.
uncle was treating me and took me to LA with his kids.
Oh, that's
And
so
just
cool.
him and
That's so
I were
cool.
we were at the hotel, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go downstairs and meet Andre." And I even remember like I was doing my homework upstairs, and my uncle Brett was helping me
Yeah.
with my spelling and
Oh,
everything.
that's so awesome.
He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go meet Andre in the lobby." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, whatever.
That's
7 years old. So we go
freaking
downstairs,
hilarious.
standing in front of like the big grand piano, and
Yeah,
like, holy shit, there's a giant. And then, he introduced me, and I shook his hand, and that was it. But I remember his
that's
whole hand
awesome.
like covered my whole arm when I shook his hand.
That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so awesome.
But I
Like,
didn't get a picture. I just wish I had a picture. But
you
back
got the
then,
memories. The memories
I
is
know
what
I can
counts.
still remember him standing there. So
That's so cool. That's so cool. That's awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
But I only realized more recently that was a WrestleMania, because I just remember
Yeah.
I was in LA. I went to
Yep.
a wrestling show. But then when I looked at the dates and everything, I'm like, wait a minute, that was a Mania. So
Yeah,
that's the
it's
only
a
Mania I've ever
mania.
been to.
That's the Slaughter and Hogan Mania one, the Macho and the Warrior retirement one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good. That was a good mania. Good
Good trip.
mania.
Good trip. What is
Right.
the
Right.
best place in Philadelphia for cheesesteak?
Jim Steaks. I'll say it
South
so
Street,
fast.
right?
Jim Steaks on South Street is my absolute favorite
I went
by far.
there.
You
Yeah,
went there? Did you like it?
loved it.
So did
Especially,
I.
and then like because there's all this like stained glass. Well, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
stained glass, but it's like an
Yeah.
art museum inside there
Yeah.
too.
Inside there. Yeah. 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 It's so cool, right? Did you go
Yeah.
upstairs?
Yes, yeah. I took
Yeah.
pictures and everything. I'm
Nice.
posing and
No,
oh
every time I go there, I get a steak. I go eat upstairs because I like seeing the scenery and everything.
yeah, super
Jim's
cool.
is my absolute favorite.
Plus, it's like
So
the trendy area, lots of shopping and like bars and
yes,
stuff,
yes.
right?
And back in the day, pre-pandemic, South Street was insane with shops. Like it was like so much to do. And then after pandemic, like everything closed down in South Street. Well, most of it.
Yeah.
But the pre-pandemic South Street, you would have really enjoyed it because it had like different things on every street was like different. Really cool, really cool.
Yeah, super cool area. What made you want to get in sorry, pardon me. What made you want to get into death match wrestling?
Oh, it's great. Well, I was born an ECW guy in an ECW city, so I was just. You can hear the Philadelphia behind me too. I
Yeah, I
don't know if
know.
you can hear that. I got the
Everything
window
okay?
open. I was like, yeah, you can hear Philly behind me too. There you go, right there.
No wonder the kids
Um,
aren't out playing.
yeah, right. That's what you want to hear outside, the middle of the city. You want to know the city's alive and go. Um, what got me into it was watching ECW, seeing like the hardcore shit. They were jumping off of roofs and like balconies and with kendo sticks, and people were bleeding. And that shit was so different from me watching WWE. I was like, this is so cool. And I'm like a little kid. So now, when you grow up, you want to at least dabble in it. You want to at least like do one of them kind of matches, and then it's something that you just enjoy doing. Like you can't wait to get to do one.
So this one you might have answered, but maybe this is a little bit different wording. Growing up in
Yeah,
Philly, how did it feel to debut in ECW? I asked how it felt wrestling there, but how did it feel when you debuted there?
absolutely. Now, debuting there was completely different for me because I'm a storyline driven guy, and I've told you throughout this whole podcast that I want my character to come off real as possible. So I don't want to come out through the front. I want to be a fan, act like I'm a fan. I want to be inside the crowd. I want to hop the guardrail. I want to beat somebody's ass. I want people to go, "What the fuck is that guy doing? That guy just jumped the guardrail." You see real security gripping me up, real people. I'm beating down on both of the people. It looks so shitty. The security team's in there so quick, so it looks so real that I started trending after that. They're like, "Oh, he's a wrestler. He's a
That was your
wrestler."
debut.
That was my actual like. I did that multiple times until I actually debuted through the curtains because
Hmm,
people don't do different things in wrestling no more.
yeah.
So I thought me being from Philly, organically hopping guardrails will be a thing. So my first official one was this. I'm in the crowd again, and I'm heckling the Blue Meanie. I'm heckling the Blue Meanie. He's supposed to go in the ring and fight Facade. Blue Meanie starts cutting a promo on me while I'm sitting there. So the Blue Meanie, and here's a shoot. He goes, "You can say anything you want, buddy." So I go, "Oh, we're in ECW arena." So now I'm being shooty back with the Blue Meanie during this match. And the Blue Meanie goes, "Why don't you step in the ring? And why don't we see if you can fight and have a match?" So I actually had a full 15 to 20-minute match with Facade right there in street clothes in the ECW arena, right then and there.
And how did that feel?
Amazing. Amazing. It was just like the adrenaline rush. Everything went perfect in the match. Naturally, the crowd's into it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I had to take out handcuffs by the end of the match.
It's the only way to
Yeah,
go out.
yeah. The only way to go out. The only way to go out. I don't follow the rules. I'm a hardcore guy. I want to grab steel chairs and I went to go beat down a Facade. His girlfriend came out. I went to go beat down her, and they had to send the cops out to get me. And geez,
Handcuffs.
I went out in handcuffs. I'm in Philly. How else we're gonna go out?
Is that Battleground?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
Battleground. That
How
was
was it
Battleground.
wrestling WWE Star Fandango? I know you touched on it, but that was a fan question as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's awesome wrestling anybody that's been in WWE before, WCW, ECW, because all them matches to me are bucket list matches because I watch them people on TV. So anytime that I get an opportunity to wrestle one of them guys, it's such like a big deal for me because like these are people like you grew up like watching on TV, and now you're getting to wrestle with them one on one. So like it's a huge deal, huge deal.
Yes, so much to learn from them too, right?
Yes, you just pick the brain the whole time. That's the match for me. Like picking the brain for a couple hours before.
So the last fan question is places you recommend to check out in Philly.
All right. So
Gyms.
that I definitely would check out. You've probably been to all the areas. Love Park. You've probably been there.
Yeah, I just did that last time.
You just did
It's
that
not
last time.
really a park. I thought it was going to
All
be
right.
this big,
Here's
massive
the
park.
big one now. You got to go to the Netflix house now.
Okay. The
The
Netflix.
Netflix
Is
house
this
is it? It's in
the
King of
time portal?
Prussia, huh?
Is it the time portal thing?
No, it's actually the Netflix house. They just built it. It's like 20 minutes outside of Philly. It's in King of Prussia. It's got all Netflix like stuff related in there. I haven't even been there yet, but
Oh,
like I see YouTube videos and my friends been there and they keep telling me every day how awesome it is. I'm like, oh yeah, bucket list thing on my bucket list. So I'll tell everybody else put it on their bucket list.
yeah.
So definitely Google and check it out after this. Um, haven't been there yet, but it looks really awesome.
That sounds neat.
Definitely Old City is definitely like you want to see like old time Philly, good scenery, stuff like that. Definitely check out Old City Philly. Passyunk Avenue is one of my favorite places to walk, stroll down. Bella Vista area is a great places to walk, visit. I don't know, so many spots in
There's so much
Philly.
to do. Such a
Yeah,
historic city.
that is very true. That is very true.
Have you been to the portal thing I'm talking about? It's like you can see people walking by and they're in like Australia or different cities.
No, where is that at?
I don't know. I just found out about it, but I was like, I'm going
I
there
have to
next
find out about
time.
that now.
Yeah. Well, there's only like 5 in the world or something, and Philadelphia
Okay,
has one of them.
I gotta find out where that is now.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm
awesome,
gonna ask
man.
you a few obscure questions. I'm trying something different. I usually do this or that questions. I'm gonna try obscure questions today.
Oh, okay, let's go with it. Let's go
Yeah,
with
just,
it.
just
Listen,
kind
I'm
of
ready to
weird
rock and
random,
roll. So let's rock and roll.
some random shit.
Let's
What's the
do some
most
random shit.
useless, the useless talent you have?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Snoring, I think. Like, what's it good for?
Snoring?
You know? Yeah, like like it just wakes people up. You know, like
Oh
what's
my
the
goodness.
advantage of the snoring part? You know.
My dad was the worst snorer.
So was
I
my dad. So was my dad. So I get it from him, I'm sure.
remember he was home on from the road and he'd be napping on the couch and I was sitting there watching my cartoons. I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd go to the towel closet. I'd
Mm-hmm.
grab a towel. Well, no, they were
Yeah.
like the kitchen ones, like the hand towels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Put it on his head. I could still hear him snoring. So I went, grab another one, put it on his head. So
That's
I
so
piled up
funny.
these towels like this high on his head.
That's so hilarious.
And I could still hear him. I'm like, I'm trying to watch my cartoons, Dad. And he
I
woke
know,
up
right?
and I was like, oh.
That's so great. That's
And
so funny.
apparently people would request not to be on the same floor as him when they were traveling because
Oh man,
he
I would
snored that
have me and him would be on the same floor together then, definitely.
yeah, you guys just shared a room, you'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah, I would have to share a room with him. I'll have to. That's
If you
great.
were if you were a kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
Wow, if I was a kitchen appliance, huh? Oh man, that's actually a really interesting one. I don't know. I'm always in the kitchen, so let me think about that and why. Hmm. What would I be in the kitchen? What the hell would I be in the kitchen and why? I don't know. What would you be?
Yeah, I was trying to think about this. Just
Oh,
I'm gonna say I'd be the microwave because I'm always there for you when you need me, and I'll keep you warm.
there you go.
I'm there to heat you up. I don't know.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we
I'm
go.
thinking you would be a fridge because you're like,
Okay, let's go with it.
yeah, because you're
Let's
you're
go with it.
big, strong, and yeah,
I actually like that one. Let's go with fridge. Let's go with
yeah.
fridge. I'm
No
gonna
one
go
can
with
get
fridge.
by you.
There we go. I like
Should be
that
your
one. I like that one. I like
What's
that one.
the
There we go.
weirdest thing you used to believe in or you used to believe as a child?
The weirdest thing I used to believe as a child. I don't know. I mean, Easter Bunny's still real, right? I mean,
Wait, what?
Easter Bunny, right? Yeah,
He's real.
of course he is. I don't know.
I know
I
I
don't.
used to think if I'd swallow an apple seed or orange seed, that it
Right?
would grow a tree in my belly, an
That's
apple tree.
funny. That's actually really funny. That's actually so funny. I
I
don't
remember.
know. That's a tough
I also
one.
used to think that only your legs grew. So like you would just get taller by your leg height.
Is that true? I started looking down too, so like I'm like, wait a minute, maybe that one might be true. I don't know.
Okay, maybe this one will be easier for you. If you can only have one condiment the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ketchup,
Me too.
definitely ketchup. I can't go without it, right? Like there's certain stuff I can eat, without it, but like there's certain stuff that you need,
Yeah,
like all the
ketchup's my
time with
number one
ketchup.
too.
With ketchup, like if they just took away ketchup, like wow, yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't go without it.
No.
I
Do
couldn't go
you
without it.
do you throw out the end pieces of the bread or do you eat it?
Oh, I definitely eat that in pieces. They're the best part. You don't eat that in pieces?
I chuck those.
You don't eat that in pieces? No way. What? They're the best. I can't eat.
Unless,
Listen, I throw out the middle of the bread sometimes.
unless I'm desperate, I'm like, okay, there's no bread. There's nothing else in the house. Like I have to eat the ends. But usually I just chuck them.
Have you ever had a hoagie before? Yes, right?
A which?
A hoagie.
Um, like
Oh wow.
just crappy ones from like the
All right, you
convenience
got to get a
store.
Philadelphia hoagie. Next
Yeah,
time
no.
you're here, you're going to get a Richie's hoagie because they're the best hoagie place in the city. And you're going to ask for a seated roll and order whatever hoagie you want to order. But just get a seated roll. and you're going to enjoy the hoagie. Order whatever kind you want. You got to go to Richie's. They're best in the city. You will absolutely love it. You'll eat the end piece of the roll.
Maybe it'll change my life. Change my mind.
Yes, the Richie's hoagie will change anybody's life. Somebody's going to Richie's hoagie right after this show now.
Yeah, that sounds pretty delicious. So, as a wrestling manager and someone who loves Philadelphia, I'm scoping out local talent and being a boss bitch myself. And you, the full-time boss, I feel like we would make an excellent team and maybe create a level of high society.
Oh, listen, I think the people would enjoy that. I think we would enjoy that. And most importantly, I don't know if they're ready for that, so let's give them a show.
Yes, promoters, local promoters, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking do it.
This has been so much fun. I so appreciate you being here today. Is there anything that you want to plug? Any upcoming shows, your social media?
Yeah, everybody can always find me on all the platforms of different type of social medias. But more importantly, to you, before we get out of here, we see that you're trying to get your dad into the Hall of Fame. I would like for everybody definitely to push that. I think he's well deserved.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom was not only just a Matilda fan, but she was also the Bulldogs fan. They were one of her favorite tag teams. One of my favorite tag teams growing up. I would definitely love to get him there. Definitely love to see your speech for him there. And I would like the fans to push that if we could push anything.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so every episode I'm doing, it has the Dynamite Kid for Hall of Fame in the corner. And so that's, my whole purpose for everything is to get him there. So I appreciate everyone and I appreciate you for pushing it as well. But
Before we get off, though, I did got to pop you one time. I got to pop you one time. So my buddy, your buddy Angelo.
My shirt.
Yeah, your buddy Angelo shot me one of these over. I was like, I'll pop her with her on the show.
Yeah, I was going to wear mine today, but I went with the Phillies instead.
Nice.
Yeah, you better put that on and, send me a picture.
I'll rock it for sure, though.
So thank you again. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for episode 6 with Kristian. Thank you for joining us in the Dollhouse, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
See you.